Hello there and greetings my friends. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Alicia. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. And if you're not new, welcome back. Today I am bringing you my Aldi haul. Now I've already filmed a haul earlier this month, but I think this is gonna be like a regular thing just because I've been loving going to Aldi. The shopping experience is super nice. It's never that busy. Prices are very good. And I love that they always usually have some discounted meats. So let me share with you everything that I got. So let me just get into the very first things that have been bringing me back to Aldi, and that's the discounted meats. So first off, I have actually not even seen wild caught Alaskan salmon at my Aldi, although I've been seeing people on the Aldi Facebook talk about it all the time. Never seen it. Finally saw it today and it was 50% off, but there was only one, which is totally fine, so I did grab that. I also grabbed 2 whole chickens. Both of these guys were 50% off. One of these chickens is 4.09 pounds. The other one is 4.71 pounds. There were 2 more discounted chickens left, but I decided just to leave those. And the other discounted meat that I did pick up, now this is gonna be super new to me, so I'm gonna need your help, but this is pork butt roast. This is boneless. This is 2.62 pounds of it, and it was 50% off. I need some ideas. If you guys can leave me like recipe ideas or what you make at home, to what you like put on it to make it, how you make it. Does it go in the oven, slow cooker, Instant Pot? Please let me know. We don't eat a lot of pork as far as like this type of pork goes. We do eat bacon and ham, of course, but we usually don't eat like this type of pork or like pork chops. So definitely need some help. So please leave me a comment down below of how you like to prepare it. But for now, it's just gonna go into the freezer until I can figure out what to do with it. Some more freezer items. I always like to grab some frozen vegetables, so I grabbed 2 packages of frozen peas. It is Memorial Day weekend coming up here, so I did grab a lot of barbecued stuff. So I am gonna make some burgers. I have some burger patties from Costco in my freezer that I will grill up on the barbecue. So to go with our hamburgers, I did get some tomatoes. The beefsteak tomatoes over there weren't looking that great, but of course we're not in full summer mode yet. But I imagine they're gonna be redder and juicier as the time goes on. I always look for butter leaf lettuce, but I always find the chopped one, but I think this is gonna be as good as I can get, or I could have probably got romaine too for a topping for our burgers, but this artisan lettuce looks pretty good, so I think that'll be just fine for our burgers. Some spicy dill pickle chips, I thought perfect for barbecuing. I'm sure my kids will love these, especially because they like anything spicy and they like pickle flavored items. A ton of berries. So I did grab 2 blackberry containers, but we actually have blackberries growing in our backyard, but for the price of them, I couldn't pass them up. So I'm gonna make some blackberry cobbler here for my husband soon, especially because he's not been feeling good for the past 5 days or so and hasn't really been eating. I think today he's finally on the mend, so I'm gonna surprise him with a cobbler. Hopefully that'll cheer him up a little bit and get him to eat more. I also got 2 containers of strawberries along with a little container of raspberries down there. So these are not food related at all. However, on the Aldi Facebook group that I'm a part of, I'll leave a link to that Facebook group down below. But someone had mentioned that this stuff was actually better than the Lysol brand that I usually buy. So I just bought one. I'm gonna give that a try, see if there's any difference. And then the other thing, it was like, it was meant to be. So my daughter right now is super into Ariel. She just loves Ariel. She has a costume of Ariel. She wears a nightgown that has Little Mermaid on it. And they had literally, guys, 1 pair of sandals left in her size. Like there was no other sandals, because I was kind of looking around because the box was kind of janky, but these look perfect to me. She is going to absolutely love them. Sticking with some more fruits, I did get a baggie of, I think these are Pink Lady. They were all out of Honeycrisp. Those are my favorite apples to give to my kids with some peanut butter and cinnamon, but these will do just fine. I also got some bananas and then some different pastas. I have some farfalle. I never know how to pronounce that, but like the bow tie pasta. And I also got some rotini pasta just to keep in my pantry for any future meals that I decide to make. Some more vegetables, some mini cucumbers. Now I am growing some cucumbers in my backyard, and I think one is about ready to be plucked, but we still can't stay away from these. These are still probably gonna be a must, even if I still have cucumbers growing in our backyard. I also got some bell peppers, the tricolored bell peppers. I do plan on making another few freezer breakfast meal video because we are plumb out of all breakfast foods in my freezer. So going to be putting these into egg omelets. I also have some zucchini. I am growing some zucchini in my backyard too. I'm trying to grow all the things that I usually like to buy. Hopefully I will have an okay harvest where I don't have to buy this stuff for a little bit. I also got a very large bag of russet potatoes. These are 10 pounds of potatoes. I love to use these to make potato wedges or dice them up for like breakfast burritos, make mashed potatoes. There's so many things you can do with this, especially for the price. It's really, really good. So I did mention that I'm gonna be barbecuing for Memorial Weekend. I got this in my last Aldi haul and we had never tried it before. This is absolutely phenomenal. So it is more expensive than their regular potato salad, but I don't know what it is. It has like a slight sweetness to it, but it's still kind of tangy. It is like the perfect combination of what you would want in a potato salad, in my opinion. Definitely give that a try if it's in your Aldi. I did pick up some hot dog buns. I do have hot dogs in my freezer, some Nathan ones, so I am gonna grill up some hot dogs along with the hamburgers. So some hamburger buns right there too. Some green beans. I'll probably serve this as a side with our barbecue items, and then some canned goods back here. So I did get a can of chili beans in case anyone wants to put some chili on their hot dogs. And these aren't necessarily for our barbecue day, but for future. I got a Kansas City barbecue sauce and then a Carolina, sorry, I'm trying to make this focus, a Carolina barbecue sauce. They also had a Memphis barbecue sauce. For those that are knowledgeable in barbecue sauces, can you guys tell me the difference? Like, what is the difference between all of these sauces? I do have some chicken drumsticks in my freezer, so that's probably what I'm gonna use these guys for, but I would love to know the difference if anyone knows much about that. And I've talked about this before. My kids love this aged balsamic vinaigrette on their salads. They've been loving having salads with baby carrots and cucumbers on like mixed greens with this stuff. Super, super good. So for dinner tonight, I am gonna just make pizza because I'm tired and I feel like, you know what? We haven't had pizza in a while, let's do that. So I did get a large supreme pizza, or extra large rather, and then for me and my husband, hopefully he'll eat this, some chicken bacon and ranch flatbread. They actually use the Aldi chicken on here. What a fantastic idea. I never would have thought about that. So I'm gonna have that for dinner. Moving on over here, I got some brown sugar just to replenish my brown sugar container in my pantry for baked goods. I also picked up a loaf of the chocolate chip brioche. This is gonna be going, of course, for French toast. I'm gonna be including that probably in my breakfast freezer meal video. I did get a large ham steak. So I asked my kids what would they like in their egg omelet if I made the freezer omelets again, and they wanted to do like some type of meat because last time I left it vegetarian. So I am gonna do some diced ham steaks. So that's gonna be delicious. Another thing for our Memorial Day barbecue, I found this, I've never seen it before. It's the layered dip. I usually make it at home all the time during the summer. My husband absolutely loves it, but thought this is different. I'm gonna give this one a try. It does have the cheddar and cotija blend, zesty salsa, some guac, and some pinto beans. So I'm gonna show you something here after this video is done. But I picked up a bunch of s'more stuff. So some Hershey's, some giant marshmallows, and then some graham crackers, of course, to make some s'mores with because the kids are gonna have the day off on Monday. So I figured if we barbecue on Sunday, we can also do some s'mores on Sunday for dessert. So funny. So I was kind of cleaning out my pantry the other day. I found one package of the seaweed snacks left. And I was eating it on the way to pick up my kids from school because they're not fans of it. So I'm eating them, which I actually really love the taste of it. But when I picked them up, they were like, why are you eating that? And I'm like, you guys don't like these. And they ended up eating the entire package of what I was eating. So I did get that. I'm like, if I buy these guys, are you gonna eat them? They both said yes. So I did get that for them. I also picked up some cereals for snacks. My husband actually really loves having a bowl of cereal when he gets home from work as a snack. Not all the time, but every once in a while. So I got some Frosted Flakes. But something interesting that I've recently found out about the Aldi cereal, so the Aldi brand, not the name brand there that they do occasionally sell, but this type of brand, they don't use artificial dyes. So there's no red 40 in there, no yellow 5 or whatever it is that I've personally been trying to stay away from, not trying to give that too much to my kids. And this does not have it. So even though it's still not healthy, at least it doesn't contain those fake dyes in there. So I thought this would just be good for another like snack option for my kids, so I did get that. Something that I've been seeing all over social media is this guy right here. It's the cold foam sweet vanilla, like whipped cream. You could put it over the top of your cold brew coffee. Very much looking forward to trying that. And then this guy I got for my kids. This is a strawberry whipped cream. I have some ice cream in the freezer that needs to be used up. I think some chocolate, so I thought this would complement the chocolate very well. This is something new to me. I don't usually buy frozen pretzels like this, but I thought this would make a really good snack for my kids. I do have some stone ground mustard in my fridge, so gonna give that a try. And of course, the last thing I got on here are some pub pretzels. These are just so good. They have like a oniony garlic, it's almost like a ranch flavored pretzel in my opinion is what they taste like. They are super good. I like to have like a handful of these with a glass of red wine. I know that sounds like a very odd combination, but it just tastes so good together. So I mentioned I had gone to Aldi last week because something had come out in their ad that I jumped on. So my dad passed away, I think it's been about 17 years already, but back in the day, he went to the UK and he brought back some snacks for us when I think I was maybe like 11 or 12 or 13 or something, and they were so good. They were Jaffa cakes. Now I know it's probably something, if anyone from the UK is watching these videos, you're probably like, okay, Jaffa cakes, what's the big deal? I don't know, they just remind me of my dad. And then I also found them at Disney World in the UK Pavilion at Epcot. So every time I see them, like I would grab them and eat them and just kind of almost like in memory of him type of a thing. Well, they came out with Jaffa cakes in the ad, and so I was like, I need to get there. So it's not like the blue box Jaffa cakes, it is the, I'm gonna butcher this, Deutsche Küche brand. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but they taste exactly the same. So I did buy several boxes of these. These are the orange flavored ones. That's the ones that I'm used to eating, but I also did get a box of the strawberry ones, thinking my kids would like it. They do not like this one. This one doesn't taste as great as the orange ones in my opinion, but I'm so happy to find them there because I have nowhere else to look for those Jaffa cakes unless I ordered them like straight from the UK. I don't know, but very happy to at least know that Aldi sells them so I can occasionally look for them from time to time. And one more thing that I want to show you, I didn't buy this, my mom actually did, so let me show you. So my mom had actually gone with me to Aldi when I went to go buy those Jaffa cakes. And we found this in the Aldi aisle of shame. It's a mini solo stove. It's for your tabletop, like to do s'mores and stuff. So we have a solo stove in our backyard that I absolutely love. But I thought this would be so fun, like to have, even if we go like on trips or something, to make quick little s'mores like this. So cute. So I'm very excited to open that up on Sunday to have some s'mores. All right, my friends, and so that is it for this Aldi haul. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe on your way out because I would really appreciate your support, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.